Hello, class 5. So, we have been studying chapter number 10. So, today we will finish the chapter. Today we'll finish it. So, as you can see on the screen, water disinfection. Yes, last topic that we studied, it was water disinfection. So, there are mainly three methods to disinfect water: chlorination, ozonation, and ultraviolet radiation. Ozonation and ultraviolet radiation are not given in your book, only chlorination method is given. So, what is chlorination method? Chlorination method is a method in which chlorine gas or chlorine tablet is used to disinfect water. Yes, chlorine is most common and it is less costly. It is not costly method and it is used in disinfecting water in the United States of America, US, and um, the addition of small amount of chlorine. The addition of small amount of chlorine is highly effective. Yes, against the most bacteria, virus, protozoa. So that's why this method is very good. And chlorine is used in three forms. It is used in the form of hypochlorite solution, which is actually bleach, and it is used in the form of chlorine gas, and it is used in the form of dry calcium hypochlorite, which is actually, you can say, tablet. And ozonation process, you know that ozone, you know how ozonation process, it is actually ozone is generated on site. Ozone is generated on site at water treatment facility by passing dry oxygen or air through a system of high voltage electrode. But I know ozone is more effective than chlorination, but ozonation method is very costly. Yes, costly and difficult to monitor and control under different condition. Yeah, that's why it is difficult to handle. And if we talk about ultraviolet radiation method is also a method to purify water. When ultraviolet rays penetrate the cell wall of any organism, it can damage the genetic material and prevent the cell from reproducing. But it is nowadays ultraviolet, these rays are used to make water clean. So how do we generate ultraviolet rays? How do we generate ultraviolet rays? Well, ultraviolet light, actually it is most typically generated from low pressure or medium pressure lamp generating ultraviolet light. Yes, so it is generated from low pressure lamp generating ultraviolet light. Okay. And kids, we also studied different chemicals used for water purification, like bleaching powder, iodine solution, KMNO4, yes, potassium permanganate, alum. Bleaching powder is available in the form of solution or in tablets form. In the form of solution, 3 to 6 drops are enough. Iodine solution, 2 drops are enough for 1 liter. KMNO4 used just to give the pink color, pink. And boiling is also we studied. Yes, 5 to 10 minutes. If we boil the water, it kills almost all the organ germs and remove temporary hardness. Now let's study about the sedimentation process. What is sedimentation? Let's move on the next point. So kids, what is sedimentation and what is decantation? Well, in next slide I will show you decantation. Okay. Right now let's see the sedimentation process. So sedimentation is a process in which insoluble heavy particles in a liquid are allowed to settle down at the bottom of the container. Means what? Suppose you have dirty water which have stones. Okay, um, take the water in any flask or in a beaker. Take the water in a beaker. As you can see in the picture, the boy is standing, the water is in the beaker, this is dirty water, and put it for few minutes, maybe 10 minutes, 15 minutes, put it for few minutes. Then what will happen? You will see that the stones, soil, they are settled down. Yes, you will see the clean water at the top and all the soil and stone are at the bottom. Yes, am I right? So this process is known as sedimentation. So sedimentation is the process in which insoluble substance can settle down. Soluble substance cannot settle down. We will have to use different method for soluble substance. Insoluble heavy substance can settle down in a liquid when the water is allowed to settle down. At the bottom of the container they settle down. Yes, as you can see in the picture also. Yes, this method is known as sedimentation. Yes, this process is called sedimentation. Okay, but let me tell you guys that this method does not clean the water completely. It just settle down, but it will not remove the harmful bacteria. We need to use different method. We will study the distillation is the one of the best method. Okay, so this is the meaning of sedimentation. I hope you understood that sedimentation is a process in which insoluble heavy particles in a liquid are allowed to settle down. Yes, now let's study decantation. Let's move on the next point. Okay guys, now study about the decantation. Look, the picture which is at the center picture is actually showing the decantation. The center picture, first picture is showing the sedimentation process. You can see in the first picture the brown color is actually the sand and the soil, sand and stones are actually in brown color, and the blue color actually showing the water. Okay, as you can see in the first picture. And last picture, look the last picture is actually representing filtration. Well, in next slide I will show you filtration method, so don't worry. Now just look the center picture. Okay, so as you can see there are two beakers. Look the center picture, there are two beakers. There are two beakers. First beaker is empty, and what is in another beaker? Another beaker has sediment water. Yes, the water that we got from sedimentation process. In sedimentation process, we keep the water without disturbing. We keep the water. Yes. So when we allow to settle down the insoluble particles, heavy particles, when we put without disturbing, then all the particles settle down. Now you have two beaker. So in this beaker you have water along with settled down particle, and in another beaker is empty. So now take the beaker which has sediment water, means the water that we got from sedimentation process. Now pour this water in slowly without disturbing the impurities. Pour this water into empty beaker. So the water you are pouring into another beaker, empty beaker. After pouring the sediment water, you will see that only impurities will remain in one beaker and water will come in another beaker. Yes, am I right? So this process is known as decantation. So decantation is the process of gently, slowly pouring the clear liquid. Yes, the pouring the sediment water into another beaker without disturbing the sediment. Yes, sediment means, what is the meaning of sediment? Sediment means the stone, soil which are settled down. So so what will you do? You will take the sediment water that you got from sedimentation process, sediment water, and you will pour the water into another empty beaker, so without disturbing the impurities. This process is known as decantation. Yes, what is the spelling of decantation? Decantation. Okay, decantation, decantation. So I hope you understood what is sedimentation, what is decantation. So sedimentation is a process in which insoluble heavy particles, impurities settle down at the bottom when we keep it without disturbing the beaker. And what is decantation? Decantation is the process in which gently we pour the clean liquid into another beaker without disturbing the sediments, or you can say without disturbing the impurities. Now let's talk about the filtration. Let's move on the next point. Okay, so what is filtration? So filtration is used to filter. You know, we used a strainer to filter the tea. We use a strainer, channi, to filter the tea. That is also a filtration method. So filtration method is used to filter the water. Filtration method is used to filter the water. In this method, we use a filter paper. Look the picture. Second, I have shown 6 picture, as you can see. Can you see the 6 picture? Can you see the 6 picture? Look the second number picture. Look the second number picture. Look the second number picture. This picture is actually showing filtration process. So we take a beaker, empty beaker, and we take a funnel. In the funnel we put the filter paper. In the funnel we put the filter paper, and funnel is kept in the beaker. Now suppose we have one more beaker which contains impure water. So this impure water is slowly we pour into the funnel. So it pass through the filter paper. It pass through the filter paper. Well, filter paper has small hole. Filter paper has small hole which pass the water, and so the water gets filtered, and thus we get the clean water. And the drop by drop the water come into the another beaker. The drop by drop water come into the another. This method is known as filtration. So we can say the process by which very fine insoluble solid, yes, like sand and any fine insoluble, any fine insoluble solid, if present in the water, it can be stopped by this method, filtration. So the process by which very fine insoluble solid can be separated from a liquid solid mixture by passing it through a suitable porous material like filter paper. The liquid obtained after filtration is called filtrate, like tea is filtered using a strainer. So as you can see, so with the help of stand we have fixed the funnel. We have fixed the funnel. We have fixed with the help of stand. Yes, and there is a beaker just below the funnel. Just below the funnel there is a beaker, you can see. And when you inside the funnel, you will put a filter paper, and you might have seen the filter paper in the lab. Yes, so filter in the circular shape. So you put the filter paper in the funnel, make it cone shape. Now pour the impure water. You will pour the impure water. You will pour the impure water, because we will not pour the pure water. Pure water is always already you can be used for drinking purpose. So you will pour the impure water. So when you will pour the impure water, drop by drop will come. You will pour slowly, because the water passes through filter paper. It takes time. It cannot pass all at once. So it takes time, and slowly it passes, slowly it passes, and all the water is filtered. Well, you know, look the third picture. In third picture you can see the mask on the face. Well, why do we use mask? It is also used to protect from the harmful bacteria, stop the microbacteria. Yes. And look the last picture, which is actually a kidney. Yes, kidney. What is the work of kidney? Kidney is used to filter the water. It pass the urine. Yes, it pass the urine, it pass the extra water, it filter the water, and it pass the harmful liquid. Yes, am I right? I hope you understood. Now let's study distillation. Let's move on the next point. Okay kids, so as you can see in the picture, this is distillation. Yes, this is distillation. So what is distillation? Distillation is the separation of constituents of liquid mixture by vaporization, then again condensing the vapor into liquid. It involves a change of state from liquid to vapor and again to liquid. Well, I am reading the line. Please look on the screen. Distillation is the separation of constituents of liquid mixture by vaporization, and then it then again condensing the vapor into liquid. It involves a change of state from liquid to vapor and again to liquid. So as you can see in the picture, you can see the burner. Can you see the burner? Above the burner you can see a flask. It is a flask. In the flask you take the impure water. You can take the seawater. Suppose you have seawater. Okay, you took the seawater or any two liquid which have two different temperature. You can take them, and you use the thermometer at the top, which is used to measure the temperature. So when you will burn the burner, then the water which is inside the flask will start boiling. After boiling, water will convert into water vapor. Then you can see a long tube is attached to the flask. Which is known as condenser. So the water vapor will pass through the condenser. Condenser means who cool down. Yes. So what is the work of condenser? Condenser make it cool down. So in the condenser, water flows around the condenser. So cool water flows in the condenser. So when the water vapor pass through condenser, then it again become cool and convert into liquid drops, and these liquid drop pass through the condenser, and we collect the pure water into the flask. This water is known as distillate water, or you can say distilled water. Okay, so in this way we get the distilled water, which is a pure water. Okay, so distillation is the separation of constituents of liquid mixture by vaporization, then again condensing the vapor into liquid. It involves a change of state from liquid to vapor and again to liquid. So we took the seawater, which is a liquid form. When we burn, it convert into water vapor, and this water vapor when passed through condenser, it again cool down, and the water vapor convert into liquid drop, which is actually pure form, and we collect these liquids into another flask. I hope you understood. Now let's study about the evaporation. Let's move on the next point. Okay kids, evaporation. So evaporation is a process in which liquid state changes into gaseous state due to an increase in the temperature or pressure. Yes. So what is evaporation? Evaporation is a process in which liquid state changes into gaseous state due to an increase in temperature. So this process is known as evaporation. Okay, so as you can see in the picture, you can see the liquid in a jar. Can you see the liquid in a jar? So kids, what happens that during this process, we no need to boil the liquid, we no need to boil the liquid. So what do we do? You know the water of sea, due to sunlight, it automatically convert into water vapor. Yes, it automatically convert into water vapor. You might have seen, you can do this experiment at home. Yes, take a bowl means bowl, the correct pronunciation is bowl. Okay, take a bowl and take some water, take 1 cup of water in the bowl and put it in the sunlight, so look, after 4 5 to 6 hours, you will see that the water is disappeared. Now where has this water gone? This water has converted in the form of evaporation and it has gone up. Yes, it has gone up. So evaporation process occur at low temperature. So by this process also water convert into form of gas. As you can see, the molecules of liquid, they start converting into gas. So evaporation is a process in which liquid state changes into a gaseous state due to an increase in temperature, and or you can say due to increase in pressure. Yes, when the temperature increase, water converts automatically. You no need to boil. This process is known as evaporation. So remember kids, boiling and evaporation both are different process. In boiling process, liquid convert into gas, and in evaporation process, liquid also convert into gas. But in boiling, you need to boil, you need to give heat. But in evaporation, you no need to give heat. It automatically start heating up due to the sunlight. Okay, I hope you understood. Now it's time to ask question from you. Let's move on the last point. Okay kids, question number 1. What is sedimentation and decantation? Yes, what is sedimentation? Sedimentation is a process in which insoluble heavy particles, or you can say insoluble impurities, are allowed to settle down at the bottom. Yes. What is decantation? Decantation is a process of gently, slowly pouring the clear liquid into another beaker without disturbing the sediments. Okay. Now question number 2. Explain distillation process. Yes, what is distillation process? Distillation is the process of separating the constituents of liquid mixture. Yes, liquid mixture constituent can be separate, having different temperature. That means different boiling point. So distillation is the process of separation of constituent of liquid mixture by vaporization, then again condensing the vapor into liquid. It involves a change of state from liquid to gas and again liquid to. So in this process, we take a flask and a burner, we attach the thermometer to the flask, we take the liquid mixture into the flask. When we boil, then it converts into water vapor. The water vapor goes into the condenser. Yes, condenser is attached to the flask, and condenser again it cool down, so it convert into droplets, and drops are collected into pure water into flask, which is actually known as distillate. Okay, evaporation. Question number 3. Define evaporation. So what is evaporation? Evaporation is a process in which a liquid state changes into a gaseous state due to an increase in a temperature or pressure. Yes. Now question number 4. Which process is used to filter water? Yes, which process is used to filter the water? Well, filtration process is used to filter the water. So what is filtration? Filtration is a process that separates the solid particles from liquid. Filtration is a process that separates solid particles from liquid or gas by passing the mixture through a filter. Yes, I hope you understood. Filtration is a process that separates the solid particle from liquid or gas by passing the mixture through a filter paper. I hope you understood. Now the chapter is over. Now we will meet in next class. Till then, bye bye.